So, the these cars here, I am here with GTR Nate. Check him out on Instagram. I'll link it down below. But we are here in the GTR today. So I'm going to start it up. I'm going to get right to business. It's a pretty quick take. We can do more. If you guys like this video, we'll do a little bit more.
All right, ready?
Ready? Set.
Rev it, rev it. Let's see what G we got on that. Oh wow, so he hit right at a G. So he hit 1 G.
Now the design of the GTR is a little bit older. I especially like this color. I do think it looks almost like a sophisticated muscle car in a way. I think it looks nice. It's sort of like the interior. You know, it will turn heads, and it is a pretty car. Again, I'm really just loving on this color. The owner's actually wrapped it since. The taillights in the back are so distinctive, especially at night. It's just really, really pretty. The quad exhausts look really good, and if you go with an aftermarket system, they sound really good too. And the aero on this car, also really, really, really impressive. This one has the LED lights, as it's a newer model for the headlights, which is really nice to have at night. And then the rims I really like on this one as well. The owner says they're really tough to clean, but it's a good looking car. I can't wait to see the redesign and see how it looks, you know, even better with that. So a few more beauty shots of the car here. This was actually a drive with several GTRs. On the one next to it is a black edition, I believe. And then you can see there's another wrapped GTR over there. This one was stock at the time, which was cool. The engine is very, very cool looking, and as you notice, they do the AMG thing where they have the person who built it right on there.
And you can twist it forward or back.
So the seat control, I'll get you guys a picture, is very interesting. It's a knob that goes in many directions. It's got leather. It's got the plastics that are here are pretty high grade. Nissan's up their game. This is definitely better than the original, right? In Tide.
Yes, correct. The 2009, 2011. Now the back, I mean, there was a few plasticky panels on the rear quarters there, but you know, it's decent. I'd say the interior is probably, you know, it's not an M5 interior, but it's, you know, I'd say it's probably like a 6 or 7. I mean, the thing is, you're paying for the mechanical capability of this car is what you're paying for. Yeah.
And so the model newer than this is even a little bit nicer, is even more leather. I mean, there's bits of plastic. The black is actually really good because it kind of hides them, blends them in. There's, you know, there's carbon fiber, there's leather. I'm coming down the stack here. There's, you know, bits of metal accents. It's nice. It's not great, but it's not that bad either. Coming around back here with two 6-feet people, no one can sit in back. First and foremost, I'm going to admit I had a bias going into this car. When he was thinking about getting another one of these, I told him don't get another Japanese robot car. But I went on a rally with him. His is this beautiful color you just saw outside. This car is special. So let's see how it drives. Does not have an electronic handbrake. Old school, I like that. One critique of this car is it's too easy to drive. I don't know that that's like a valid complaint necessarily. If it doesn't have good steering and is unengaging to drive, yes, that's a valid complaint. But I've always thought that was really kind of a weird complaint to have about a car. So I'm not holding that against this car at all. I like Porsche Turbo S's.
Gotta watch the Mustang.
Mustang owners, have a Mustang review coming up. Love you guys too. And now I'd like to get started the suspension in R because I want the best handling.
Sure thing. Yep.
One thing I'd noticed about this car is even in regular mode and even in R mode, we just did about a 90-mile rally, and I'll link to that video as well at the end. We're stuck behind a golf cart here. Why is letting us go around? Can we do it? Can we pass the golf cart? Yes.
Yes.
This is victory 1 for this car.
All 3 R's would be the most aggressive setup on this vehicle.
I'm gonna leave stability in regular, not race, because we are not on a racetrack today. We will be going out on a racetrack, and I'll have with this car, and I'll have footage of Nate hooning on the racetrack a little. But in the meantime, radar, that's K-Van, we're fine. Got a little turn coming up here. Steering very precise. Brakes are awesome. We got to test that out a little bit better on the rally today.
Yeah, you get the job done.
Yep.
Compliant is the one word I would use for this car. It goes exactly where you want it to go.
Planted too.
Very easy to control. Very hard to get it unsettled. I mean, you have to really be doing something crazy to get it unsettled. Yeah. So we'll flip it into the R mode, you always got to hold them up.
It won't let you like
this
drift,
car won't let you do
basically.
anything bad.
Okay.
Yeah, you want it all three up is the way.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
As aggressive as you can be.
Because I don't want to be drifting today. I want those Japanese computers helping me.
No,
It needs
not at all.
brand new car. You just got this, what, a month ago, 2 months?
About 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you guys have a car for review, let me know. We know it's great. Let's take it on the highway a little bit.
There we go.
Button on the bottom there.
Okay. All right. There we go.
All right, I'm going to give it a little beans. I like to warn, I do that for you more than the camera. Just so you know. All right, no blind spot monitoring on this car.
That's right. It wants what monitoring.
Which is kind of unfortunate because people make a joke this is like an Altima. The Altima does have that. This car is much nicer inside than the Altima or any other Nissan I've ever been in. I've been in Maxima's Altimas. We're going to do a little pull here once we pass the broken down truck. All right, let's do it, guys. Oh, so stable. Up to, Mexico, they were just under 100.
Yes, indeed. Let's see what G's we got on that just now. Oh, yeah. You see.
Just under half a G,
Yeah,
right?
under half a G.
I couldn't, let it go all the way.
That's pretty impressive on the highway. You're already rolling, right?
Yeah.
With the 3 Rs.
We're going to do a launch control in a little bit. But right now, this is a GT car as well as a track car, and that's rare to find both.
9.5. 20 by 9.5. Good.
Go for it. Wow.
Yeah, it's very it's a hard car to, I mean, even just riding a Apache GT, you get to drive it and feel the control and just
I caught that earlier.
getting on it again. It's very
addicting,
It's
right?
addicting car. Suburban brake. There's those brakes again. They're working well.
Sorry,
right?
I didn't mean to slam your brakes that hard in the review. I just don't want to take you on a toll and end up charging you to review your car.
Oh, no, it's fine. There's the traffic cameras.
Yep.
How about that?
Yeah, and if you run it, you can turn on whichever alert you want and on. So whenever I go on a road trip or a rally, Waze, not a paid sponsorship, but they've saved my butt a few times from traffic cams and police alerts, yeah. Even in Europe, when I was linked to that video at the end, when we were doing our Autobahn time and throughout Italy, France, and Austria, it has all the police cameras in Waze too. So it's pretty cool. One thing, this car really is like, people call it Godzilla, but I call it more Beauty and the Beast because it is and this color is beautiful too. And no matter what you think of the overall design of the car, it really helps the car. And I think it's a very unique design. Nothing else looks like a GTR out there. But inside, it's so comfortable. You can take it to the track. You can hoon around, as we're going to be doing, later this month. But then you can put it in comfort mode on the suspension. The seats are squishy. They're heated. Yeah. This will be fun for my dig.
So this is the
This
spot
is
right
road
here.
now. For launch control, when it is time, since it's in 3 Rs, pedal brake. Anything else I have to do?
Just
brake pedal, right?
brake pedal, let it rev, and then off the brake, and you're good to go.
It's super easy.
That's it.
Minus you do have to do the 3
You have to
Rs
keep the
before
3
you
Rs
can
on.
do that. Okay.
And DFW's cars, you're actually doing the second launch control this car's ever had done on it since I've owned it.
And he's the only one who did it last time, so.
That's right. We just did it on the rally.
Yeah.
So you're getting launch control number 2. Actually, as Nissan would call it, R-mode start, because
there's
launch control has a bad connotation with this car from the 2009 and 2011s, where people were turning off the traction control, off the VDC, and that was causing problems with the transmission. But they got that all squared away in 2012, and launch control is R-mode start is a lot of fun. And the thing is, this car is built to take it. You can do four back-to-back, and then it actually puts you in like a cool-down period. It says, okay, drive the car X number of minutes before you do another one. It also won't let you do something foolish.
We're going to be foolish. So, no, they're both turning left, so I'll just pull back.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, so basically,
Can
like
this
if
console move forward?
No, it doesn't.
So,
yeah, that is one complaint with the car. The console is way back, so unless... I'm tall, so I have
you're
my
pretty
seat
tall.
back
For you,
further
it's
than
a little better.
Yeah, that button on the side is kind of right between the door carpet, towards the front.
I found it.
There you go.
Yeah,
it'll go up just a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's a little more.
It doesn't go up a whole lot, but it helps a little bit. So, but yeah, I mean, I'd say that is a problem because you almost have to do like this. You have to lean your arm back. And
Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. That was a 0 to 40 run though, and
Was that the launch control?
I think so. I was revving
okay.
while on the brake.
Yeah.
And no, it seemed to, the turbos took a little while to spool up. Maybe I was
to find.
Yeah, I need to find out where that idiot's not going to do that shit for me.
We need to just like stop and find a. Well, we need to get a true stop. Yeah, because it wasn't revved all the way.
No, how high do I do it, or do I just floor it?
You need to hold down the brake. And
I was doing that.
Hold down the brake, hold down the gas, and just let it sit there for a second or two.
Okay. And
Because it's gonna rev. Yeah, it's gonna rev to like 4,500 or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So just floor it. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, I was not flooring it. That was my fault. I had the foot on the brake and I let the turbos. That was a pretty fast 40 pull, actually, and aggressive downshifts.
Yes.
We're gonna get some turn here.
Yes. But this is the one thing. Yeah, definitely don't give it a lot of gas, but just because this is where I got into trouble one time. I gave it a little bit of gas coming around, and it just kind of snapped out on me just a little bit, but it got back in control pretty quick. So yeah. All right, so to do a complete dead stop.
Yeah.
All right, just dead stop. All right, ready?
Ready. Set.
Rev it. Let's see what G we got on that. Oh wow, so you hit right at a G. So you hit 1 G right off the money. Yeah, look at that. Straight up like a roller coaster. Yeah, let me try to get a picture of that real quick.
And now we're gonna do a little 60 to 90, Paul. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Did I read?
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay. Good.
If you want, I'll put a video on here too.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
All right, hold on, guys. Oh, Godzilla got to 100 there in Mexico. Godzilla's loving Mexico.
Got half a G and
from a rolling start.
From a rolling start.
And we got 1 G on the launch.
1 G on the launch.
Not bad.
Yeah. And Joe and I got that 1.8 that one time. I don't know if that was just a fluke, but we got it. I don't know how, but
I feel like Joe was rocking the car.
I don't know.
The one today was just over 1.2, right?
I've been able to get
Was this on this car or the last one that you got?
The last one.
Okay.
The last one. So I'd have to say, like, you usually can get 1.2 or so.
Yeah.
Who knows? We've been dogging the crap out of this car.
Yeah. Have you named her yet?
I haven't.
Him.
We're still Godzilla.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the other thing you need to try is if you just want to stop and not
Yeah.
do a launch control and just jam it and see what that's all about.
Yeah,
that's also good.
Hold
Like
on.
I said, so we've done. So this car has 3 launch controls on it. I mean, there you go.
So this-
Just jam her. Even without the
That
launch control, we still got like a 0.8 or 0.9.
Yes.
I mean, that's decent. I mean, look at that. It's like straight up. It just gives you a flavor for what this thing's doing.
Yes.
You see that little bit of stair step right at the beginning was it trying. Maybe lost a little bit of traction there, but.
What was interesting is that was more fun than launch control if you're not drag racing them, and I'll tell you why. Because right when that turbo kicked in, it slammed you back like nothing else.
And so that's what I usually do. If I wanted to, you really don't need to do launch control
unless you're
on this
racing
thing all the time. You can. It's fun. It gives you an instant throw for the first second. But that's kind of nice when the turbos kick in.
I like that.
So. And that way, kind of like you're preserving the car. I mean, I don't know in the long run how many launch controls it can do before it has issues, but I mean, in my old one, I probably did it like, I don't know, 15, between 12, 15, 16 times, something like that. Not enough to remember.
Yes, I definitely want to get this in more corners for you guys. But
I'll give you a chance to drive it and do some twisties.
Or when I come to do your wife's car too, we can just do some curvy roads by your house. Or
not so much. We'll probably have to pick a place in Glen Rose and actually just say, all right, we're going to do a couple of runs here or whatever. Yeah,
that was fun though.
Yeah.
Good car.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Anyone who complains about the interior doesn't really get this car. And you're getting an incredible value on this car. So my ultimate conclusion is, if you want a car that you can drive easily, quickly, you got it.
Yes, indeed. And safely.
And safely, yes.
That's the most important thing.
Right. Well, next time, my speedy racers, drive on.